finished, I put them on a 210 Celsius on the, I think I put it on the roast function, not the bake function. I might have messed that up. Well, never mind. Roast function, it doesn't matter. It's kind of all the same thing. It does the same thing for 10 minutes. And they came up really well. They did sink a little bit. So this is a Yorkshire pudding, but that is perfect. It's nice and light. They're nice and thick on the base, so there's no real, you can absorb lots of gravy in there. I think these are perfect. So if you want to go watch how to make these, go on to part 1, which you can watch on the previous broadcast, or watch on YouTube, subscribe to me and my channel on there. So they're the Yorkshire puddings. You probably think, what are they like? Are they like bread? It's not like a bread, no. It's like it's batter mixture put in really hot oil. But because I used the Ninja, it only took 10 minutes, plus the time to heat up, which is about 2 or 3 minutes. So anyway, we've got 5 minutes left. I've done the potatoes. So the roast potatoes, they are roasting right now in the Ninja. And I pop them on 200 Celsius roast function for 20 minutes in total. So they're looking really good. So what I'm going to do is, once they've finished, I've also got some stuff in as well. Didn't have room in the Ninja, which takes about 25 minutes. So I had to put the oven on. So they're in the oven, which is going to be another 10 minutes or so. We're going to put the chicken into the Ninja, and we're going to use the Smart Probe, which is this, which is here. So let's get this out, and then I'll start to put it all on the plate and show you what I'm eating for tea. So this is the Smart Probe, and this is going to go into the chicken. So we're going to prepare the chicken in just a moment. I just want to get the potatoes done, and then I can get the chicken in. But overall, everything else is fine. Swede, the rutabaga, which I chopped up, is in hot boiling water, and that is cooking away, so I can mash that. We've got some boiled carrots. I put the parsnips into the Ninja, so they're roasting up nicely, and then we've got some nice onions, which have steamed, green beans. I'm going to put some broccoli in there as well. That's the last thing. It was the only thing I forgot to do was the broccoli. So broccoli, really, you don't want to overcook it. So I'll put a few pieces of broccoli in, maybe 1 or 2, and then you're sort of not cooking too much, because I always put it in at last minute and end up cooking it all, and then I don't eat it all. But so yeah, steamed broccoli and cauliflower. So, and I'll put the rest away for another day. So, it's really simple, everybody. I think when you're cooking anything like roast, anything that's roasting, you've only say you've got. This would be perfect for somebody who has only like a small space or a small kitchen. The air fryer, the Ninja, which I use, which has all the functions, can be used to do things. So, as I said, normally do the Yorkshire puddings last, but I wanted to do them first. So you might think, well, aren't they going to be cold? When you can warm them up, reheat them up, or you can just put loads of gravy on them, and I'll put them in an oven, warm place, to stay warm. And yeah, they're really nice. I've had 2 of them already, so I'm not telling anybody. So 3 minutes left. Let me just. Oh yes, these potatoes. Look at it. I'm just gonna. Oh my god! I'm just gonna they look so good, and I boiled them first, so they're really crispy. So it took all the starch out of the potatoes, and put them in some nice hot oil. Oh yeah, really, really, really looking forward to this tonight. So I need to pop the potatoes into something. So I do have like a sieve or like a bowl or something you can pop them in. I'm just going to get a tea towel and pop the tea towel underneath, and that will stop any of the oil. Oops. Or you can put like a paper towel over underneath or something. Let me use a paper towel. It's probably best, isn't it? So get some paper towel. Or in fact, I'll use the paper towel and put it into the little basket here. I'll spin you down in a minute because we need to do the chicken. And then I can put the potatoes in there and then put a lid over the top. In fact, I actually have. I could have put some somewhere else, but it doesn't matter. So I don't know where everybody is, guys. I do send a message out on my group on Instagram. So if you want to be part of that group, message me on Instagram, AidenLeeds1, and then you know exactly where I'm going to be, whether it's on TikTok, Instagram. I don't do Instagram. TikTok, Twitch. That's the one I was trying to think of. I think I switched on Twitch, and YouTube as well. So I'll try my best to post out my videos to YouTube As I say, I'm not a chef. I've just come live because we were in lockdown and I was doing some cooking broadcasts before and people enjoyed them. And I thought, well, why not? Let's come live and show you how to do things. So this recipe I've done so many times, but I really fancied a chicken tonight. So we're going to use this. And it doesn't take long for chicken to cook. It might take a while actually. So sometimes it might be best to cook your chicken first, but then you've got to be careful reheating chicken. So anyway, let me get my. I want to show you. I'm just checking this oven's not too hot. I tried to use some hobs that are at the back so I can show you stuff on here. So I'm going to spin you down. So put hashtag replay if you're watching on the replay, and hopefully you can all see that okay. So we're just waiting for the potatoes. These are going to be so good. Plus, if there's too much oil, it'll also absorb some of the oil that you don't want. We're going to do the chicken. Okay, I think they're done. So let's pop these in. These are looking so good. If you can see these all right, or not, but that's what they look like. I'll just pick these up slow. So whenever you're cooking in oil, pop them into something with a paper towel, and it'll just absorb some of the oil that you don't. They're so crispy, these. And I put garlic and butter on these as well. So these are roast potatoes. You saw me do them in part one. I've got some roasted parsnip here. I'm gonna keep them in for a little bit because I'm gonna keep that on. So we're gonna be using the. I'm gonna wait for 20 seconds. Actually, let me stop it. Stop my ninja. Because this is where I'm gonna use the Smart Pro. So there's the roast potatoes. What do you think to those guys? And then I'm gonna pop that to one side. Hopefully it doesn't drip anywhere. Okay, what I'm gonna do is take my chicken. And we need to. It is already preheated, but I'm just going to put the roast feature on, and I need to plug the probe in. So this is the probe. Now I noticed I saw the TV advert for this Ninja today, which I've not seen for a while. So and then I'm going to press the preset, press chicken, press start, and it says 180 degrees Celsius. But the thing with the probe is you can insert it into the chicken. Make sure your hands are clean. Well, I've got 2 pieces of chicken here. I'm gonna. Have I got 2 or have I got 3? I've got 3. Oh no, it's going everywhere. That's only a tiny piece though. Just gonna get rid of this. The yucky part, which I don't like. Wash my hands. Okay, it's telling me to add food already. That's because it was already preheated. But I just need to dampen the chicken a little bit. And get some of that moisture off. Oh, no, the bowl's not probably the best thing to use, but it's broke. That small piece just broke. Doesn't matter though. Hey Dina, good to see you. I thought you were busy. Good to see you though. Thanks for coming in. I think you're watching on Twitch. So we're just dry and dampening off that chicken. I'm going to insert the probe. Quick wash of my hands. I'm going to add some salt and pepper to this. I do actually have some spices for chicken. Actually, I'll do that afterwards. Do I do the spices? Let me check. Chicken spice. Yes, let's try this chicken spice. So this is carnivore. Wondering who that is outside my. So I've got some here chicken spice. I don't know what's in this. Actually, I'm not going to use that today because that looks like a really spicy chicken mix. For like Cajun spice, southern chicken. So what I'm going to do is just going to move this out the way a second. Did I get my mixed herbs? I don't know where I put them. I can't find them, guys. Oh, they're right at the back. I just stuff. One second. I sometimes prefer just mixed like Italian herbs or mixed British herbs. So put that on and get that all on there. Okay, so we're going to take the probe we're going to insert it into the biggest piece of chicken. I think that's the biggest piece. No, that's the biggest piece. So I'm going to insert it using my finger right into the centre. There we go, just like that. Can you see that, guys? Sorry if you're not a fan of chicken. But what this machine does is it will then climb to the temperature, which I think is 75 Celsius, because it tells me on my machine. So in this goes. I'm going to pop that in. You can hear the sizzle. It's also in a little bit of oil as well. Wash my hands again. I just want to take these parsnips out because these have cooked. I don't want it to touch the raw meat. Don't touch the raw meat. So just move them out of the way as well. Get this in. And we put it into the biggest piece of chicken so we know that it's cooked. A little piece there. So I'm going to pop that on. And it's currently saying it's 12 degrees Celsius. That's the temperature of the chicken. So you kind of know then, leave it out at room temperature. That's not room temperature, but it was a lot colder than that about an hour ago. You're not a fan of chicken, no? Oh, you're out at the doctor's, yeah. Okay, no worries, Dean. Thank you for coming. So these are the Yorkshire puddings we made earlier in the Ninja. I would say they're just a little bit flattened a little bit. So maybe put them on for 11 minutes, not 10 minutes. And they might hold a little bit longer. But that was on the roast function, not the bake function. Right, seeing the chicken is now cooking. So I can start to plate up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start to build up this plate. And this is a typical English roast dinner. So as I just mentioned before, we're going to start with some roast potatoes. The stuffing's done, so I'm just going to turn that off. So we start with some roast parsnip on the plate. We're going to add some potatoes. These roast potatoes. And these are garlic and buttery potatoes. Now I've got some tongs here, so let's use the tongs instead. I don't want to put too much on the plate, but I do need to test them. Make sure they're cooked. So I want to know, what would you have with your chicken? What would you have with your chicken? Now, if you're wondering where are you going to put this afterwards? I'm going to put it in the oven. Got a Yorkshire pudding. So Yorkshire pudding's going to go on here as well. Got 2 Yorkshire puddings. I'm going to pop these in the oven once they're both done. It'll stay nice and warm. See, I have the oven on. Okay, so then we're going to take our vegetables. Actually, the broccoli is still cooking away, so I'm going to start with some boiled carrots. Now, sometimes I put these in the Food Ninja. Okay, we've got Swede as well, which I'm going to do in a moment. Just checking that. Actually, the cauliflower's cooked. So we've got some cauliflower, some broccoli. Put this on the other plate. I'm definitely making you hungry now. I can tell. More broccoli. Got my other, and then we've got some green beans. We've got some green beans going on here with a few little onions. I'm just going to move this to one side a moment. So I'm going to pop this in the oven for 5 minutes until the chicken's fully cooked. And then the onions here, these are the steamed onions. I'm adding these to a jug with some gravy stock. Now let me just show you this. So here's the gravy stock in a jug. And we just put the onions in there. And then when we put some hot water, it will then make a nice gravy. So it's really, really simple. Because when you're cooking a roast, it might feel like it's like doing a Christmas dinner. And you don't want that. Let me try one of these potatoes. So these are one of the potatoes. Oh yeah, they're good. Garlic and buttery potatoes. Mmm. Oh, they're really good. Yeah, they're good. Mmm. Oh yes. Let me get some carrots on the plate. It smells amazing, everybody. Yeah. So we're currently at 28 degrees Celsius already for the chicken, which is fantastic because I don't have a lot of time. Well, I do, but right, let me show you the stuffing. Let's do the stuffing. This is so 20 minutes usually for the stuffing. Here's the stuffing here, which is like herbs. So we're going to get a spoon, pop this on, because this goes on with the chicken. You can't have chicken without stuffing. So I'm going to plonk that on the plate. And just do the other one. You can't see the potato there. Absolutely love stuffing. Oh, it's very, very hot. Very, very hot. Right, so I think that's everything apart from the sweet. So I'm going to pop this in the oven to stay warm before the chicken's done. So in it goes. And that'll keep it nice and warm. I'm going to do the same with the second one. If I can find a space for it. Got some pans in here, which are very hot. And I'll just keep it nice and warm. The oven's not on, it's just nice and warm whilst the chicken's cooking. Okay, so the last thing I need to do is we need to do the swede, which has been boiling away. I'm just going to check what the how it's in the middle. Is it cooked? I've lost my other knife. Okay, there it is. And all we've got left to do now is to add the chicken. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm going to empty this. Well, I'm going to turn this off. You can't see behind me. Just check that's turned off. I'm going to empty this through here. Here is the swede. It's very hot. Let's empty this. Empty in with the carrots. In just a moment. So we've got the swede and the carrots. A little bit of water in there, that's fine. And then we're going to get a masher. We're going to mash this up. So I don't know what like your country's like, wherever you're watching, what you do with your vegetables, but most vegetables you can mash up, like mashed potato or mashed swede. Let me know in the chat if there's anything else you'd like to mash. As I say, carrot and rutabaga, or swede, works really well together. Works really well with the Yorkshire pudding, like a Yorkshire pudding wrap. So it's currently at 42 Celsius now, the chicken. So it should be ready for flipping. So there we have our nice swede. Easy peasy. So I'm nearly done, guys. I'm nearly there. Now everything's in its place. Everything's nice and tidy. So everything's nice and warm. Welcome back, Dina. Not sure where everybody is. I did say I was going to go at 5 o'clock though, so I'm a little bit early. But that's because everything's cooked much quicker now using the Ninja Foodie. So as I said, I did the Yorkshire puddings first, and because you can reheat Yorkshire puddings, you can make them up and just reheat them. You can freeze them as well, and then just reheat them. Just don't take long. I've got the gravy to do. So this is the swede. Let's get it on the plate as well. Actually, no, I'll do that last. We'll do the swede last. Lift the camera back up. It's funny, Dina. Every time I see you in my broadcast, I'm always wearing this, the pink jumper. So it must be a. I said, right, tell me to flip. Do you want to see the chicken? Let's have a look at the chicken. So let's flip the camera around. So we don't see this often. So let's open this up. Oh yes. So we're going to flip this over. Oh, this is our roast chicken. Oh yes. Sometimes I do this on the grill. Oh yeah, look at that. And then we just pop that in. So it's cooking away. Now I'm probably going to put it on for an extra minute. It's going to get to 75, but I'm going to put it on for an extra maybe 2 minutes because the largest piece of chicken, it needs to rest as well, but I want to cook it a little bit longer. And I do that so that I know it's fully like cooked. I'm not saying I always do that, you see, so and that's how I like it. I don't like it too dry. Welcome back, Jay. Good to see you. Right, let's. What's that? When you put your phone tripod on and it hits the volume button and then it goes to emergency, it's like, no, don't be ringing emergency services. Right, let's flip you back down because I want to show you what I've got so far, Jay. Because the chicken's nearly cooked. We've done these are the garlic and buttery roast potatoes that I've done. Let's have another taste of one of these because these are so good. Oh, I can taste the garlic, the fluffiness in that. Boil your potatoes first and then put them in the air fryer or in the Ninja. Or your oven. They're really nice. Right, let me take this out then. This is what we've got so far. So I'll just explain. We've got the Yorkshire puddings, roast parsnip, carrots, broccoli, cauliflower, garlic and buttery potatoes, green beans. We have the stuffing, and then the Yorkshire puddings. And these are nice and warm now. So I'm just waiting for the chicken to cook, and then I'm going to put some onion gravy on the top. No butter on the carrots, no, or the broccoli. No, we don't usually add. Some do add butter on there, but because I'm going to put gravy on there. Yeah. Right, let's put the Swede. Put my spoon. I lost my spoon. So this is the Swede or the rutabaga. Jay, rutabaga. We're going to add that to the plate. So I'm going to pop this one back in the oven, just for it to stay warm, and then we'll do the other one. Oh, and the green beans, I forgot to mention the green beans. I've not even got room for the chicken. Where do I put the chicken? Let's make some space. They certainly are, Jay. Definitely. Yep. 100%. Right, we're up to 58 degrees Celsius with a target temperature of 75 Celsius for chicken. This is delicious. Let me pop this one back in the oven. It's too hot. Until the chicken's done. Don't want it to lose any heat. Right, let's do the gravy, because the gravy does take a few minutes to cook. So in this jug here, we've got some beef gravy granules and some steamed onions. So these are steamed onions that were done in the steamer. We're going to add some hot boiling water to about halfway. So I think that's about 300 or 400, yeah, 3/4 of a pint. 3/4 of a pint of water. And we're just going to give this a mix. You can see this very well. And this is going to be our onion gravy. Look how quickly that changed. There seems to be a green bean that got stuck in there. So just give that a whisk, give that a mix. We're up to 62 Celsius. And it's a nice thick gravy there. It's 18 degrees there, is it? Wow. That's not too bad, Jay. It's quite a nice, pleasant temperature. I think today it's been about 13, maybe 13, 12, 13. That's quite thick, that. So I'm going to add a little bit more water. I'm not usually one to do gravy from, like the pan. When you take everything out of the oven. Because I'm using the Ninja. Just waiting for this chicken. Oh yeah, look at that. That's perfect. I'm guessing another 5. This will just give it 5 minutes just for it to mix nicely together. Or you can pop this into a pan on the stove and whisk it, do it that way, mix it that way. Entirely up to you. So the gravy's ready. I'm just waiting for the chicken. So we're just waiting for the chicken. Gravy will be excellent with your Yorkshire puddings. Yes, that's what the Yorkshire puddings are. We're going to smother it all over the top. Yeah. I want to see you make a Yorkshire pudding, Jay. I want to see you make the Yorkshire pudding. That is your mission. That is your next broadcast. You've seen it, how to make. You've seen me how to make it. So make it in a big. If you do it in a huge, you could do it in like a dish, like a baking dish. Make sure you put hot oil before you add the batter on the top shelf. 15 minutes or until it's rises up. Add some sausages in there. So you could do it in a baking dish. You could do it in a cake tin. You could do it in anything you want. So, Dina's going. Sorry. Could you use a muffin pan? Yes. Yeah, use a muffin tin, but make sure you've got oil. You can use canola oil probably to use, as long as it's high smoking point. The hotter the better, because you want it actually to be smoking. Oil. Always use oil, because butter's more for like cakes. The oil or beef dripping, but we don't really use beef dripping that much. You can just use oil. Sunflower oil's fine, rapeseed oil, anything that's got a high smoking point, but it works. Sunflower oil works really well. Okay, we're up to 70 degrees. We're up to 70. Can't get how good these potatoes are. It would do yesterday. Mm. So we're up to an internal temperature of 71. So I'm going to get one of the plates out. In fact, I'll get. Oh, this is looking good. Let's spin you back down. Can you all see that okay? So today, as I say, I've shown you how to do Yorkshire puddings. I've shown you how to make garlic and buttery potatoes, um, roast chicken. Maybe soon, Jay, maybe soon. When it gets warmer. Definitely when it gets warmer. I definitely could do with it. Hopefully. 73 Celsius. And then this is the roasted parsnip, which has been boiled and then, well, it's been steamed actually, steamed and then fried. Let's have a little taste. Mmm. Oh, it's so good. Because if you overcook your parsnip, you find all the flavour disappears. Oh my god. Mm. They're not overly cooked either. Like they're just a little bit crispy. They're not overly cooked. Because if it's too crispy, then you lose that texture and you lose the taste. Mm. Can we just like do a review on everything? Just pass me the food, give me the food, and let me eat it, and then we'll review it. What do you think? Is that something you would like for a future series? Okay, good food. It says get food. It says it's ready. The chicken's done. But as I say, I'm just going to put it on for an extra minute, just to make it a little bit more crispy. So roast. Just going to give it another 2 more minutes. A little taste of the carrot. Nice and boiled, nice and nicely cooked, steamed. We've got some of the, this is the stuffing. Oh my gosh, that is good as well. For those that have never seen a Yorkshire pudding before, this is a Yorkshire pudding. That, guys. That is cooked. It's like a, you can fill these up as well, so you can put like a bit of stuffing in there, your chicken, you can put a bit of carrot in there. So I don't want to eat too much, and then you can just eat them like a wrap. There's the flavour. That is so nice. The reason I'm eating some of it is because I can't get it on the plate. So I'm just making some space, that's the reason why. Right, I think the chicken is done. So put it on just for an extra 2 minutes. So, oh, I think so. So here is the chicken. Obviously can do a reading. Oop. I can't seem to get the probe out. There we go. So here is the chicken, everyone. Look at that. I'm going to put it on the plate. God, that is a big piece of chicken. I want to just do a reading of the other two while that rests. So what you can do if you've got a Ninja, and if you're watching this on YouTube, is you can hold down the manual button. Sorry, yeah, hold down the manual button with the probe plugged in, and it will bring up the temperature. So you can just, oh, it's so hot. Obviously, you've got to be really careful because it's really hot. I'm just going to plug it in into the center and check the temperature is above 75. So I'm just checking it's climbing. 60, 70, 71, 72, 73, 4, 5, yep, 76. And it's climbing, so that's perfectly cooked. And then I've got another piece as well. I'm just going to check that one as well, just to double check. Oh, thanks, Jay. Thank you for the award. 67, 68, 69, 70. And plus, remember, when it's resting, it's going to climb anyway. So if something doesn't look cooked, check the temperature anyway. But right, let's do the gravy now, because this is the last part. Got this gravy going on. Here we go. All over. Don't want too much. Oh, look at that. I'm just going to put it on the other plate. And this is my onion gravy. A bit more gravy. You must be thinking, oh my goodness. But to be honest with you guys, that wouldn't cost you a lot. You know, your vegetables are the cheapest things you can buy. Your meat's going to be the most expensive. But as I say, that is all cooked. All the effort really is in the Yorkshire puddings and the garlic and buttery potatoes. So thank you all for coming in, everyone. Is everyone else watching this on Twitch? I do not see other comments. I don't think anyone's watching on Twitch at the minute, Jay. Not watching live anyway, but never mind. So thank you for watching anyone the replay. Thanks for coming in, Jay, and Dina as well. And I'm off to go and eat this now. So take care, everyone. Have a really great evening. See you soon. Bye, everyone. Thanks, Jay.